beautiful beings. How are you? I'm Mandeep. I'm doing terrific today. It's Tuesday, and it's the day for me to come to you on YouTube and share with you some yogic wisdom. The science of yoga is really a fascinating one, and Yogananda speaks of the science of yoga as the ability to connect with the altar of God through the spine and the brain. And what I teach is a Kriya yoga as well, known as Kundalini technology, Kundalini yoga and meditation. This was a very powerful system that was created by Yogi Bhajan, and it was a gleaning of all different schools of yoga. There are 26 schools of yoga and spiritual disciplines of that nature. And they're all been put together into this mastery yoga practice, the mother yoga, Kundalini. And we really don't know how old this yoga truly is, but whatever, it's very ancient. It used to be kept very secret and guarded, and now it's taught publicly. Why Hikadu? Because it was prophesied that we were going to be really needing these types of spiritual disciplines at this time on the planet, of evolution, of shift, consciousness shifting, and just basically transformation. So today, what I want to talk to you and teach to you is breath of fire. In Kundalini technology, there are a multitude of extraordinary breathing practices known as pranayama. Prana is life's energy force, and prana is how we access prana is through the breath. We also access prana through the skin, but primarily we're going to be focusing on accessing prana, life force energy, through a very, very powerful, very potent breath practice that is exclusive to Kundalini, known as breath of fire or master breath. Breath of fire is a diaphragmatic breath. It also utilizes the navel point. Sometimes we do this breath, most of the time we do this breath through the nostrils. And the nose is a filter. The nose is a filter that filters the pollutants, the hair in the nose, and just the cilia in the nose. It all comes in and filters all this amazing energetic life force into the brain, into the blood, through the mucus, the skin, all of this. It all gets infiltrated into your body and gives you vitality, gives you resilience. So when we do the breath of fire, which has been very beautifully researched in the sense that scientifically and medically, and physically, through physics, they've really studied this breath, and it is a beast of a breath, and that it does so much in such a little amount of time. So it's a diaphragmatic breath, as I mentioned, and today I'm going to start with showing you how to do it through your nose. And then we're going to shift into, I'm going to show you how to do it through your mouth as well. Are there contraindications to this breath? Not really. If you're a woman and you're on your moon cycle, it's your choice about doing the breath of fire. Just so you understand, this breath creates a strong up and down flow of energy simultaneously. So when you're on your moon cycle, women, which is your period cycle, your aponic downward flow is much more active. It's a release time for you. And so if you're really stimulating your navel point, if you're really stimulating the diaphragm, you're going to be in a very stimulating frame of energy. And when you're on your moon, I do recommend that you do more quieter breaths. You maybe want to do Satali Pranayama, the Takota breath, or just simply long deep breathing. And just allow this part of your body, the navel point around where the uterus would be, the sacral, all of that, those organs and that system, just let it be quiet and rest so that it just has this natural release opportunity to just organically occur. If you're pregnant, it really is not recommended to do breath of fire either. So those would be really the two main contraindications of breath of fire. Otherwise, go for it. And it regulates your blood pressure, it stimulates your glandular system. The glands are the guardians of your health. And so when we have the opportunity to really work with the secretions of the glands, which release this subtle resonance or essence known as rasa, it's chemicals, into the bloodstream. The brain comes online in a very heightened fashion. All the other systems of the body gain more activation in a positive way. And it's very, very balancing in general to have the glandular system highly functional and active because, again, as I said, the glands are the guardians of the health. So we have the pituitary gland, which is your command center. We have the pineal gland. These are the master glands. And when we do master breath, those come online immediately in a very heightened way and create a tremendous stimulation of feel-good chemicals into the bloodstream. So, master breath, breath of fire. Let's start with just understanding how this breath can be utilized physically, all right? So again, as I mentioned, we're going to be using the diaphragm, which is this muscle system that's here, and we're also going to be noticing how the navel point is going to be moving, the conscious will area, the sun energy of the body. So let's start with just doing a panting puppy breath. When you do this breath, you're going to feel, drop down and feel into your body. Feel the navel point moving, start to feel the diaphragm, and you want to hear, you want to listen to the sound of the breath. Notice that I'm hearing my inhale and my exhale. Yeah? Now, close your mouth and do that same rhythm and listen to the breath going through the nose. Feel it in the body. Feel the cool and the warm through the nose. Okay? So we want to be very clear and conscious and aware that the breath is even inhale and even exhale ratio. Now it takes time and practice to get this breath down. In other words, it just takes commitment to really exploring this breath and play around with it. But if you find that you're feeling a little too lightheaded, or maybe even feel a little bit nauseous or just very disoriented, stop, take some nice deep breaths, and then come back to it. Because again, it is a master breath. But we teach this breath right out of the gate in all Kundalini classes. My public classes are, and obviously to you, the general public, I teach this breath right out of the gate, whether you've had any experience with Kundalini Yoga or not. It is recommended and it is taught to us as teachers of this technology for you to be able to access this wisdom that this breath brings to you right away. All right, so I've got to get my dogs out of here. Come on, guys, it's walkie time. Let's go. Let's go. Buttercup. Buttercup, let's go. Walkies. Buttercup. Let's go. Okay. So we have the changing of the guard with the dogs. They're just having their walks this morning, and they're definitely doing breath of fire coming in here. So let's try it. I want to introduce a Kriya that is a 3-minute Kriya called Ego Eradicator. Now, this is going to be involving the hands and an angle with the arms. We do things with the hands, which are known as mudras. When you're in developmental stage as the fetus in the womb, your hands are connected to the brain in the developmental process. You're in this curled up, oiled up little ball, and the hands are connected here to the brain. So the brain and the hands are developing at the same time. And then as you continue your developmental process, the hands come away from the brain, but you have this whole opportunity, or you see actually pictures of the fetuses, and they're, you were creating all the 108 postures of yoga in the womb, and you're doing mudras at the same time. It's fascinating. So we have a lot of energy in the hands. Obviously, it's a connection to the brain. It's information. It's an information highway. But we have elements that are associated with the energies in the hands. We have earth, fire, air, water, and ether. So what we'll be doing is known as the ego eradicators. We're going to take our thumb, which is Mars energy. We're going to connect it over. I'm sorry, that's not what we're going to do today. I beg your pardon. I'm thinking of something else. We're going to curl our fingers down and extend the thumbs. That's what we're going to do in ego eradicator. And then bring our arms up to a 60-degree angle. As we bring them here, we're going to stretch the elbows. We're going to keep the shoulders relaxed. And we want to point the thumbs towards each other. And what this is doing is it's creating an arc, a circuit of energy from thumb tip to thumb tip. And by pressing the other fingers down, we're activating the elements that are associated with these fingers. Now, when we bring the thumbs outward, pointing towards each other like this, and we stretch our arms at 60 degrees, we're cutting through obstacles. We're creating a very powerful angular energy of redirection and renewal, and we're literally creating new neuron transmitters to fire in the brain and in the glandular system. So we relax the shoulders, we bring the arms up like this, and we stretch the thumbs towards each other. We visualize with the eyes rolled up very strongly this energy that's flowing thumb tip to thumb tip, and we have a direct experience of what it is that's going to be brought to us at this time. So we're working with the ego in the sense that we're bringing it into a positive pole. We're bringing it into a positive frequency. And let's tune in so we can get started with this very powerful breath practice. 3 minutes or less. So there's all sorts of things that are happening with this ego eradicator. They're like, it brings all the 10 bodies online, it works with the chakras, and it works with all the qualities of the chakras, which have a direct impact with the elements. So, let's tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo, and then we'll follow that with the Adhukude Name, the Mangala Charm, surrounding ourselves with protection and light, and then we'll get into the ego eradicator and have an experience of it. So, let's begin with rubbing the hands together, please. Dropping the shoulders down. Keep rubbing the hands. Eyes are closed. Good. Let's press the palms firmly and evenly together. Bring the backs of the thumbs into the center of the chest. Press your palms firmly and evenly, creating balance. Excuse me. Chest is lifted, chin is slightly drawn in. Feel grounded through the base of the spine and lifted through the crown. Breathe deeply. Grateful for the breath, your body, your mind, this beautiful opportunity that we have to practice this beautiful breath practice of breath of fire, master breath, with the ego eradicator, Kriya, this morning. Thank you so much. Let's inhale again. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Hold your breath, squeeze your body. Awaken the Kundalini energy. Exhale. Feel this energy rising now within you. Chakras coming online. Let's broadcast all this beautiful heightened energy and awareness, consciousness through the connector of the arc line into the auric field, the radiant body. Expand with the light of truth. Adigade name, Jugadagade name, Satagade name, Siddhigodade name, Adigade name, Jugadagade name, Satagade name, Siddhigodade name, Adigade name, Jugadagade name, Satagade name, Siddhigodade name. Inhale deep, holding your breath, expand your light, clear, bright, radiant, all directions, all around you, merging together. Let's beam to infinity and beyond. And exhale. I'm grateful for our ancestors, guides, angels, rishis, sages, avatars, always present, always with us. Satnam. Anytime that you're doing your practice, it's always important to tune in. That tuning in process is what really sets your energy and sets your consciousness and sets you into this space of reverence, of devotion. And it also prepares you to receive all this energy and information and transformation that Kundalini always, always offers you. So, all right, ego eradicator. Here we go. So you're going to press your fingers into the palms of the hands like this. Stretch the thumbs strongly. Arms come out to 60 degrees. Elbows straight. And then we close our eyes and roll them strongly upward and visualize that energy line that's starting to build, thumb tip to thumb tip. So we're looking out the 10th gate, looking out the crown chakra. And we begin to breathe the breath of fire, master breath. Keep your breath smooth, relaxed, even. Just explore your rhythm. Explore the rhythm that is your unique rhythmic vibrational pattern. And keep going. We're halfway through. Listening deeply. Feel the breath fully through the nostrils. Feel the rhythmic pulsation of the diaphragm and the navel point. Hold steady. Take a big breath in. Hold the breath. Stretch the arms up. Touch the thumb tips together. Open the fingers wide and tight. Stretch up. Press the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Exhale. Again, inhale deep. Hold. Stretch up. Fingers tight and wide. Press the tongue. Exhale, slowly sweep the arms down. Keep the elbows straight, fingers wide and tight. Come all the way down. Combing out the auric field. Touching all the fingers and the thumbs next to you on the ground. Hold steady here. Breathe. Just integrate. And then bring the hands into the left hand facing up, the back of the right hand nestled in the palm of the left, thumb tips touching. Just meditate on your experience. And by meditating, I invite you to just feel, explore everything that's unfolding for you for that 3 minutes of Master Breath with Ego Eradicator Kriya. Just take as long as you like here. And then bring your hands into prayer mantra once more. Thumbs to the center of the chest. And one long satnam. That is Ego Eradicator Kriya. 3 minutes is all it takes to have a very powerful experience of all the 10 bodies coming into alignment and balance, chakra system coming into balance, glandular system coming online, all the qualities of the chakras known as the gunas and the elements all coming into this beautiful harmony and balance. So try it. I do recommend this breath. I do it every single day. I do various different forms with as far as the kriyas that are associated with the Master Breath, but it is my go-to breath to do every day. In my journey, in my personal journey of transformation and healing, and I have created a tremendous, very miraculous flow of miracles, miraculous healing in my life, in my body, in my generational patterns, all of this, and I feel that Breath of Fire contributed greatly to this process that is continuing to unfold for me until I take my last exhale. How beautiful is that? So coming to you from the golden heart of Las Vegas, I am Mandeep. Thank you so much for your time and your beautiful energy. Practice, 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 please. The Master Breath, with the Ego Eradicator if you like, and DM me, let me know how it's going. I'd love to hear from you. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Sunday.